Apa khabar semua?
Apa khabar semua?
Kembali balik ke TTTU. Saya Hairul.
Saya Sherhan.
Saya Azmi.
Dan kami bersama Golden Nuggets.
Golden Nuggets.
Golden Nuggets.
Golden Nuggets.
Aku rasa kita akan dapat
Golden Nuggets.
Kau rasa kita dapat
Golden
duit,
Nuggets.
dapat duit tak? Dapat duit tak?
InsyaAllah.
Ada dah nuggets ni. Dah golden nuggets lagi.
Dapat
Okay.
chicken nugget je.
Alright. Okay, roll.
Chicken nuggets siapa sedap?
Bibi bikin.
Shout out to Bibi.
Meh, kau tahu apa bibi aku. Dia suka bibi aku.
Tak, dia goreng nuggets power tu. Oh.
Padahal
Kau makan
saja.
nuggets je, kau boleh jatuh cinta je. Okay, Encik Amir dan juga Encik Fahad, welcome to TTTU. Janganlah ketawa. Okay, so how you guys? Bila sampai Dubai?
Baru semalam je.
Baru semalam, Alhamdulillah. How you liking it here now? So?
Oh, of course, man. I mean, that's why we intend to stay here.
Oh, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Ya
Doakan
Allah.
doakan.
Welcome.
Amin.
Welcome.
Amin.
So what brings you all to Dubai during this period? Dengan siap dengan kod semua. Buat podcast dengan kita je kan?
Tadi dia tak pakai kod, sekarang dia dah pakai kod tau.
Tadi pakai lah.
Tadi pakai.
Tadi
Pakai
pakai lah. Kau
Sorry,
ni.
aku kan pernah buta satu mata. Fact aku pernah buta satu mata.
Sekarang?
Sekarang dua-dua mata dia buta.
Sekarang
Yeah.
buta cinta.
Ada
Jangan bro, dia open relationship.
Oh yes. Sorry. So what brings you guys over here?
Yeah. So me and Fahad, we actually started this startup in the crypto space. It's a real estate NFT.
NFT apa?
NFT tu non-fungible tokens.
Alamak, ni best film topik.
Kalau tak tahu tak apa, nanti kita once kita punya LMS dah siap, kita kasih korang.
Okay, insyaAllah.
Aku nak tanya korang kripto ni halal ke haram?
InsyaAllah halal.
InsyaAllah
Okay, so ultimately
I don't know
crypto
about crypto.
similar to macam stocks lah. So different projects, ada yang haram, ada yang halal. So apa tu, just now we actually met one company. Diorang punya main service is to determine whether this particular project halal or haram. Gitu je.
Oh, serious?
Yes. Yeah. So apa tu, the reason why we are here is because we went for blockchain live punya conference.
Yes.
And this is where we actually meet up with other businesses in the space lah.
correct. This is your first because I remember every year there's a blockchain event. Yeah.
Yes.
This is your first one?
This is my first official big event in the space lah. Tapi the
Right.
small networking events in Singapore, I already went to quite a few lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually aku pun tak faham juga pasal blockchain ni
Dekat
semua.
sikit.
Tak faham. But then I have this company that I'm serving called Xness. I don't know if you heard of it.
Xness.
Yeah. So
EXNURSE ke?
EX
Nurses.
Kalau Xness tu dia.
Xness dia.
Technically
EXNESS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, macam Loch Ness tu lah. Loch Ness.
Oh.
Yes.
Aku pun tak tahu pasal crypto. Tapi aku pernah main.
Pernah main?
Miner.
Aku pun macam
Mining.
Oh,
Kau pernah main.
Mining.
Okay, so you are for this event. So how you find it so far?
I think so far today was quite fruitful. We exchanged a few contacts and we already decided who we want to collaborate with in the near future. Alhamdulillah, I think it's okay.
Tapi event ni, is this the first time you guys come here to actually attend, or you actually attended in other parts of the world?
No, like I mentioned just now, this is my very first big crypto or blockchain event that I actually attended. Tapi kat Singapore, a lot of the macam
Smaller ones,
small networking companies with other small projects, other founders, I already been to all those lah.
Can I ask?
Nanti kita break sekejap boleh? Introduce diri dulu.
Oh yeah. Introduce yourself.
Lupa nak tanya.
Assalamualaikum semua, nama saya Amir.
Dan
nama saya Farhad.
Amir buat apa? Farhad buat apa?
Actually, I'm by profession, I'm a nurse.
Xness bro, Xness.
Peranjat dia cakap ex-nurse. Tahu juga ni. Yeah, so that's my main profession. Tapi I think in one of my podcasts I mentioned lah, passion don't pay the bills.
I heard that. Passion don't pay the bills.
Yeah, so ultimately I intend to leave nursing pasal penat lah.
Okay.
Dah tua ni kan.
Bagus lah kau datang Dubai. Boleh kau treat kita.
Tapi tak apa boh. Pahala banyak.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So by profession I'm a nurse, but aside from nursing, I actually started my own first aid training company. I also have my own TGN podcast, like you guys know.
Okay.
And also right now we are starting up this NFT business.
Oh, entrepreneur juga ni.
Alhamdulillah.
Entrepreneur.
And, what about Fahad?
Mai
Mike.
Okay,
Dekat
so
sikit
Ini berat Ini mahal
dia. Okay, nama saya Farhad. I'm in the IT industry for over 20 years, about 22, 23 years. Okay.
Tapi muka dia 22 years.
Alhamdulillah.
Muka dia.
Muka muda
Muka muda.
muda.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so I started my own business back in 2014 after I fired my boss. But my boss is a very nice boss.
You fired your
I
boss.
fired my boss, but my boss is like a very nice boss. Okay, tapi cuma he had the wrong partner, so kita selalu gaduh. Gaduh not because of it's more about business, it's about work, but it's just that he cannot take it that I took over a lot of dia punya, penetrate into dia punya account in terms of business development.
Okay.
So after that, I decided to open my own IT firm called TechServe. Still running, so. Then I moved my tech self to more to consulting in terms of technology. I also done a couple of startup business. One of my startup business more in the Muslim social network. We call it Ummah Line. Then in esports, dengan I have a partnership with another friend in Malaysia. We do data centers, and now I work with Amir. Me and Amir had one failed startup before. More on the healthcare industry. I think if we had done it during the COVID period, we have become billionaire. Seriously, but I think at that time kita pun didn't focus so much and inexperienced. Amir was busy dengan nursing, you know. I was also busy dengan my other business. So
Nak cakap belum rezeki lah.
belum rezeki. True enough. Yeah. So after that we came in last year. And when he introduced me about crypto, I know about crypto, I know about blockchain, but I was not really interested in that.
Yeah.
So after that, we talk about it and think, let's do something different. Yeah. So that is where we decided to explore this opportunity together. Okay, and that's why. Then that's the reason why we are here in Dubai.
Right.
The reason,
Macam mana korang jumpa?
interestingly,
Anak Melayu? Tak lah.
Sabar. Tu aku baru nak masuk pan dia tu.
How I met him very interesting. We were in the MLM punya business conference. Okay, if you ever heard about lose weight, ask me now. Pernah dengar?
Aku nak lose weight ni. Nak tanya siapa
Jangan tanya aku dah game balik.
Yes, I met Amir in one MLM punya conference, Herbalife.
Herbalife.
Then so I think we get together close because we run an event for Herbalife in bulan Ramadannya Bazaar.
Okay.
Kerana Herbalife tu letak dalam Aikatira.
Aku rasa betul.
Actually, I think we did, right? Okay,
Tapi kira betul-betul entrepreneurs lah. Tapi engkau Farhad, you miss out one point because I learned something interesting. Tadi bila kita borak-borak kan, engkau pernah dengar ini chat group called anakmelayu.com tak?
Pernah lah dulu during MRS senior time kan. I never really used it, but then I heard.
Dulu time
Sama.
time kita growing up itu kira the platform to be lah kan. Kalau kau nak cari
Kau
jodoh.
loyalnya patron
Aku ada 3 account bro.
Internet
So
ini dodgy lah 3 account.
So
Ini rosak kanak darah orang ni. Tak ada.
So betul ke you have something to do with this platform anakmelayu.com?
Okay lah, I mean not direct, okay, but yes, we do involve with anakmelayu.com. There was many years, okay, with my friend who started up this Anak Melayu, very nice guy. Then but of course he decided to to sell off that business or branding, and to focus on other thing lah.
Senang cakap nak Melayu.com kan sekarang biar Tinder lah.
But I think if
Tapi
we
Tinder apa?
Tinder apa?
Tinder? Tak tahu. Orang backwards tu lah.
Bertinder-tinder.
after that it become Friendster. I think Friendster came in after that.
Yes.
But I think kalau anak Melayu.com was going on, maybe they are the number one social media platform.
Of course. Untuk kau bagus lah nak cari jodoh.
Belum tentu sebab jodoh di tangan.
Tuhan.
Yeah.
Okay lah, that's about me in my profession dengan insyaAllah. That's why I told Amir, let's come to Dubai.
Yeah.
Have like a sponge, absorb what we can learn from here. Get connected to the businesses in the new trade.
But what about Dubai that make you want to come here?
Wait, hold on. So it's the two partnership and so you are doing the Golden Nugget podcast.
Yes.
Can you explain or tell us a little bit more of the podcast to the audience that's watching us and listening us?
So tadi did I mention? I can't remember. So the Golden Nuggets podcast actually, I've been wanting to do this since about 2016, 2017, that period. That was about the time I found out about this podcast, nama dia The Passionate Few. And I saw this guy, a young nobody.
Tadi dia dah cakap lah.
Ada ke?
Ada. Tadi dia dah explain.
Yeah.
This part
Grant Cardone, Gary V.
Kau ni dengar lah betul-betul.
Bila kita cut kan?
Tak.
Okay.
Yeah, so because he's a nobody, he managed to get Grant Cardone to be his guest and then managed to learn from him.
Pasal Grant Cardone naik kereta dia bro. Aku tahu. Kau dah cerita.
Itulah. Yeah, but that was the inspiration behind it. Because like Fahad said, we had not say failed lah. It's more of a business that we decided to close down because we were just doing experience. But because of this, I thought that okay, I really need to learn from a lot of experienced or seasoned entrepreneurs so that I can eventually skip all the mistakes that people make and perhaps get there faster lah.
True.
Yeah, so that was the reason why I wanted to start the Golden Nuggets platform. Tapi it only started recently pasal finally I managed to find two great partners lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Important lah. Macam kita pun ada two great partners kan. So actually that's important for podcast lah.
Two great partners. Tapi yang penat aku.
Okay, Rul, copy question dulu tadi. Copy question tu penting tadi.
So what about Dubai that is attracted you guys to like be here?
I share first. Okay, so I have been looking into residing here. Tapi aside from that, because our NFT punya concept is it's NFT real estate. Kira kalau let's say you own the NFT, you own a piece of the real estate in the whatever asset that we want to link it with. So the thing that I was looking at is Dubai punya property because at that point of time, I think this was about last year. Sebelum sekarang property market here quite hot
Yes.
Last year, I think you can still get a 2-bedder apartment for like 500,000 dirham, 600,000 dirham.
Location.
It depends on location. Yeah.
And right now, that same property that I was looking at, right now is about 800, 900, almost $1 million already.
True.
So I know that the property market here is quite hot. And then secondly, I went to Dubai punya property punya event kat Singapore. And that's where I learned more about the golden visa. And then I also learned more about how the property market is going to be like. And what I'm envisioning is basically Dubai right now is as if it's like Singapore back in the 1980s. Foreign investment is about to come in. And that is when our property market really shoot up. I think right now Dubai is at that point of time before it really goes up and everything will be very, very, very expensive over time lah. But because Singapore is a saturated market already, so that's why I'm looking here.
Right.
And what about Fahad?
Okay, so for me, I've been traveling quite a fair bit. Past, I was traveling either for work or I could be traveling for my other sports activity. So when I told Amir, let's go into Dubai, okay, because Dubai, number one is at that time was no tax. Sekarang ada tax, right? But the tax fee not so much lah. Okay, number two is Islamic country.
Yes.
Right, that is our positioning in terms of Islamic country. Number three is I want to move my family to the next. I want to move my family to the next level. Okay, which means that we don't want to be stuck in Singapore, follow the Singapore way of life. But I think we should get out from that comfort zone and move out for the betterment of our family.
Right.
Not only about family, also about business. Because if you look at Dubai in a very strategic position in the world, okay, where the government, or rather currently the government is supporting any type of business that can be expanded out.
Yes.
Okay. You see, like you said, traveling to Europe 7 hours, traveling to the other part of the world is all within 7 to 10 hours. Right?
Yes, correct.
So when I look at that strategic of where Dubai positioning in the aviation line, at the same time, look at how it actually become the world hub. So I told Ami, let's go there. Okay, go there with a blank mind, a blank paper also doesn't matter, because that is where we're going to create history.
Oh, semangat saya aku dengar. Crazy, betul lah. Betul lah.
Aku salam kau lah.
Tapi dia punya berkat sampai
Tak, pasal ni semua entrepreneurs bro. Entrepreneurs yang dah banyak fail. So dia orang punya semangat, dia orang punya dia orang punya
Experience,
cita-cita.
Actually betul tau. Nak buat bisnes kat tempat lain kadang-kadang kalau kau pandai sangat, pada aku lah, kau IQ kau tinggi melampau lepas bumbung ni nak buat bisnes actually susah sikit tau. But everything is so calculated kau nak buat pun tak agak-agak. Tapi kadang-kadang kita ni nak kena ada hati kering, perangai nak kena makrif sikit tau.
Orang kata terjun botol lah.
Kira kan heran tak heran nak pergi juga
Actually it's not only about IQ, it's about EQ. I think to be successful in business, EQ I think has a more dominant role.
Correct.
Compared to IQ to a certain extent.
Betul. Aku macam betul je.
Kau betul lah.
Aku macam betul.
Kasih dia.
Okay, that's interesting. So hopefully you saw something positive only like after a day.
Yeah. I think more than that. I think the moment I reach here, because 2019, I mean since COVID kita tak travel, right?
Correct.
So when I did travel 2020, I was in Maldives for 3 months. Okay.
Oi.
And I learned a different lifestyle in Maldives.
Kau buat apa? Diving?
No. I was there for football activity.
Huh?
Referee, FIFA referee bro.
FIFA referee?
Oh, are you still a referee now?
Yes, I'm still.
Hey, that means you know my cousin Jueman.
Jueman, I just saw him. They following your.
Yeah, he's my wife Farah's punya cousin punya husband.
Bro, kau kenal Taki?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Taki is
Taki.
the number one now.
Hey, my brother SP. Shout out to Taki.
Shout out to Jueman.
Mana tahu nanti kau pay doa terbuka, dia boleh link kau dengan football club.
Boleh.
InsyaAllah.
Collaboration bro.
Yes,
Kalau
I can recommend
kalau
you,
tak
insyaAllah.
dapat football team pun, kalau jaga referees pun, diorang datang training.
Yes, they
diorang professional.
do came here, but they are well taken care. But of course,
By
if
the
they want,
association,
but if they want additional macam sightseeing, maybe I will link you up.
Inshallah. Because I exposed to referee training, but where my parents are, diorang berniaga dekat Bukit Cermin PSA Club. So that's where the referees normally train. My mom's shop is there.
Oh, that's your mom's shop?
Yeah, that's my mom's shop.
Okay.
So that soccer pitch, I used to kick about there every time when I was younger.
Okay, Bukit Cermin is where the referee, the World Cup referee from Singapore race.
Okay.
Banyak connection.
Small world.
So Mr. Murthy, but then he's a veteran. He is no longer.
We call it the godfather of referee in Singapore.
Yeah, when I was younger, he was like my godfather. Sebab dia lipat selalu dekat kedai mak aku.
Tertib sikit lah.
But interesting. Tengok how small the world is.
Yes.
Kat Singapore dah lah kecil. Kalau dia datang Dubai lagi kecil.
Kau tu what's the funny part? Kalau kita kat Singapore, we won't know all this. We won't get connected like this.
Correct.
True.
Then this what's it called? So you do refereeing still? No more.
Still do refereeing for the Singapore Premier League.
Premier League. Solid.
Tapi nak tanya, ni referee kayu ke bukan?
Kita bila kat dalam padang kan,
Semua
kayu. Tapi bila dalam padang semua dah shut down. Telinga semua dah tak
tapi
dengar.
kerja diorang pressure.
Thankless job but it's a passion of football lah.
Dia depends lah.
It's simple as that.
But then if you want to win a World Cup, the chances are higher if you're a referee than a player.
Of course.
Tapi okay lah, Alhamdulillah lah. So actually bagus tau kita interview orang hari ni after the second day, because hopefully they successfully actually settle down over here. Then maybe 2 years down the road we can interview them again.
Betul.
Kan?
InsyaAllah.
Then after they can actually share the experience from then and now.
Betul.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah, insyaAllah. I wish you all the best.
So korang punya timeline bila ni nak move? Kalau if let's say you decide to move, when is the timeline you're looking at?
I think we look at about 6 months down the road, because
Jangan lama-lama bro.
Yeah.
Jangan lama-lama. Pasal nanti lama-lama dia punya semangat tu kurang.
So that's why I told him we have a timeline that we want to look at 6 months. Tapi I think semalam I told him maybe we can travel here 1 month once. 1 week once in a month.
Yeah, but
or
at
a quarter.
least now there's people that you know, and
correct.
we can get connected to.
Yeah.
We can give you like advices, whatever. This guy was also well connected to a lot of people, and you guys are already here. My house you are welcome 24/7.
Rul,
Yeah.
tunjuk gambar kau ambil dengan PM semalam.
PM.
Dia dah ambil gambar dengan PM tau. Dia pay connection. Kabel dia rabak bro.
Kabel lain. Dia punya kabel lain punya kabel.
Kalau nak tengok, look up to kita.
Nak tengok, subscribe, like and share.
Shout out to PM.
Yeah, shout out to PM sir. How are you? But I tell you, when I saw him when he came the other day, aku betul-betul bangga tau him as our PM dengan with our other ministers.
Right.
Really proud. Because the thing is, I can see in his face, walaupun dia dah penat macam mana pun, he actually took pictures with like I think
So
at least
many
half.
people, right?
Oh yeah,
So many people.
Yalah, of course lah.
he's damn solid. Really solid.
Mestilah pasal Singaporeans kat Dubai apa.
Yeah.
Bopian tu.
Yeah, even the other ministers, Amy Kor, then after we have Dr. Maliki Osman datang. Yeah.
I thought aku ingat dia seorang je. So a
tak.
few ministers also.
Yeah.
Aku tak tahu, aku kerja.
Mesti ada entourage lah.
Yeah, entourage dia. Yeah. Dia Secom ni semua. Awesome people.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Tadi kau tanya pasal Secom kan? Apa yang kau nak tanya pasal Secom tadi? Kau tanya siapa dia punya secretary
No, because we on Thursday we are pretty free, and we thought we want to meet up with a corporate secretary.
Corporate secretary or what?
Oh, CopSec
Ni consulate.
To open business.
The PROs lah,
the
actually.
PRO.
The PROs.
Can, no problem. No problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Macam ini je.
Itu macam je
Can, no problem.
So on Thursday kau akan pergi desert safari, kau akan jumpa PRO. Kau malam kau ajak pergi GRO semalam.
Ambil.
Curious.
Jangan cakap sini. InsyaAllah on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so apa tu korang dah kasi the idea of coming to Dubai, is it only dia berputik selepas being here for 2 days, or korang has already have that idea
To move out of Singapore, like
since a couple of years? And why Dubai? You mentioned
He already mentioned.
Yeah, he mentioned
Yeah,
about Muslims and all this kind of thing kan. Tapi kenapa, why not stay in Singapore?
For me, I'm not sure if I've already mentioned in the podcast. By profession, I'm actually a nurse, and I'm quite jaded with the life there.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
and-
is
in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, and macam I believe I work so hard lah kan.
Of course lah kan.
I believe I work so hard. Some days 24-hour shift, that kind of thing lah kan.
Yeah.
But rasa macam dah kerja banyak tapi gaji as a nurse pun macam tak banyak kan.
Okay.
And then aside from that, everything in Singapore is getting more expensive, but then our salary is still stuck there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like for me, after being a nurse for about 8 years plus, my basic was still about 3.6k.
Okay.
And I think ada 2 anak, don't know whether it's going to be enough
Staff
in the
lah.
near future.
I think what you mentioned about the salary, I think Nari I think in SG News ke Malaysia News aku tengok somebody in the nursing line posting the salary, but then she get a lot of backlash
Yes,
because
correct.
it's not the accurate.
I think I saw
salary,
that same video.
Yeah.
And it's not because the national statistics, I don't know what exactly they add into it to get that kind of figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think the national statistic, the fresh grad punya staff nurse is earning about 5k plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I say, after 8 years,
to kat Australia.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but that's the thing lah. Australia, Australia is 7 hours away. Dubai is 7 hours away. If I go to Australia, I want to go to London after that. Nak tengok Arsenal game apa kan.
Arsenal, yeah.
Jauh.
Balik Arsenal tak.
Yeah, but from Dubai, 7 hours away to London. So this is another reason why I'm looking at here. But aside from that, I think it's a safe country. I think for ladies especially, because both my children are girls, I think it's going to be safe for them in the near future if let's say they decide to grow up here lah.
Umur anak kau berapa?
5 tahun dengan 3 tahun.
Okay, selamat. Out of your league Okay.
Yeah, so itulah. So it's an idea that I've been thinking about since before COVID.
Okay, then aku nak tanya Farhad. Okay, Farhad, because your children dah besar sikit kan?
Yes.
So, are you as a family ready to take that leap of faith to get out of your comfort zone?
Okay, first, how old are your kids?
My boy is 13 years old, which is Sec 3. Salah. My boy is 15 years old, which is Sec 3. Next year he's going to sit for his O levels. And my girl second is Sec 2. Then I have a primary 1 girl.
So I will say this: you will be in the same position as he is when he came over.
Similar.
Yeah.
So,
but I think for me, I spoke to my wife about it. I say, hey, let's go somewhere. Okay, I'm exploring Dubai. If we can go out of Singapore and settle down in Dubai, of course, my son have a NS to serve. Then maybe he can join us if we decided to move in the next 1 or 2 years. He can join us, but he has to go back to Singapore to serve his NS. But my 2 girls, I think they are okay because
bro, wife not the problem, bro. Wife will follow where the husband go.
Correct.
Ni anak kau dah 15 tahun, 13 tahun. Have you talked to them or not?
No, I did not talk to them, but I think
advice is talk to them, bro.
The advice is listen to our podcast.
Yes, listen to one of our podcasts. Kita ada this Abang Zari kan. He came over 1.5 years before aku. So he have 4 kids. The 2 kids were already in the Singapore system around the teenagers punya years, you know. So one of the girl, we also have a interview with her, and if you want, you let your kids watch that episode. You let your kids watch that episode. It's very, very eye-opening.
Tapi seriously, my advice is talk to your kids, because even for my daughter, when I first came here, she was not really ready to go. She was Sec 2, and she was saying, I don't want to go because I want to be with my friends in the Singapore school, right? So
in that age, it's all about friends lah.
So it's better. Of course, wife is easy. Wife will follow, but of course, the kids you can always pull them whether they like it or not. But it's better to discuss.
I think I do agree that, because at the end of the day, you also don't want to disrupt dorang punya happiness, you know.
Correct.
They're bringing up environment. So I think that one is something that we can balance. But if I need to move in alone, I'm okay to move in alone. So my wife always say, you can go but leave behind money, you know. That's the nuggets.
Correct. Jangan takut, kita will pay Dubai rate, bro. With Manchester rate, not Arsenal rate, Manchester rate.
Kan orang cakap, beras kita belilah.
Setuju.
Betul, tapi dia masak. Kalau letak racun, selamat.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, of course lah. Takkan itu je kan.
I'm good for now.
You good for now? You?
Aku good for now.
Kau good for now? Okay, kejap. Aku ada a few other questions.
Mesti ada question. Mesti ada.
Aku kan kepo kan. Mak aku cakap aku kepo. Okay. Apa tu? So korang nak buka this so-called fintech lah. This considered fintech tak?
We will not call it as fintech, or rather you call it as real estate.
Fractionalized real estate.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, our business model has few different business model.
Okay.
One of our project we call this is the real estate NFT.
Okay. So, do you guys consider yourself first movers into this segment?
I don't think so, because today, maybe 1 year ago when I was discussing, we had this plan that we had for 1 year on whiteboard.
Okay.
Kita draw Minggu-minggu kita jumpa, draw, but we never execute. He busy, I also busy.
But this real estate NFT, if I know a little bit about crypto, started about like 2 years ago.
Yes, correct.
Right. So it's not a dying trend. Is it still alive?
Yes.
It is alive, but dulu I think the NFT started. Okay, I come in a layman's term. Pasal Amir is very familiar with NFT. For me, is I like people like you. I do not know about. I don't put attention on NFT. Even one of my partner telling me, "Hey, go and do out an NFT market." But I say, "Okay, wait."
Yeah, because I was because during COVID, I wanted to do some NFTs.
Correct.
Headed by my son, you know, but it just doesn't materialize lah, you know, because of my lack of knowledge. But I was already starting some art pieces for him to start like his own business, but it just didn't materialize lah.
Correct. So NFT started from arts.
Yeah.
Right. Then people start to evaluate the art masterpiece to become to thousand or even millions dollars. Kan. So when I look at that concept, I know it's going to be a dying concept because it's a speculation concept.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. So when I met up with him, I said, we can do something, but maybe we do with a asset base.
Yeah.
So we actually put different asset. Can be a car, but car is not asset, it's liability, right?
Yeah.
Gold, commodity product, right? But then we look at real estate. How can we actually fractionalize the ownership of real estate to NFT? So that is how we actually came out with the business model. We came out with the plan, and we tried to decide where is our first mover. Then we decided to be Dubai because it's a non-regulated, or I will not say non-regulated, but the regulation is slightly more simpler for us to move in than we want to do it in Singapore. So that's why, and some more, Dubai is like the hub of crypto, right? So that is why we decided, okay, let's go into Dubai.
Touch on crypto
Hairul, kau faham tak Hairul?
Faham sikit lah. Touch on crypto. 2 days ago, I met this Indonesian businessman tau. He has a few properties. And he told me that rumah dia yang dia beli, he bought it when it was really not say cheap, but then during the COVID period, and he used it using crypto-nya currency. Yeah. And then he bought it at the steal lah. Macam kalau satu rumah 500, dia mungkin dia beli macam 150 during the COVID period. Then he kind of like tried to talk to me about it, but then I wasn't really like interested lah. Maybe in the long run.
It takes a little bit of knowledge lah.
Actually, for me kan, when I first understand about NFT about 2 years ago, the very first thing inside my mind is if only land titles is in smart contracts, because ultimately at that point of time banyak orang fikir NFT ni is just art, habis muka monyet, habis diorang beli berjuta-juta. That's what people thought of it, but actually
that's what I know of NFT.
But actually NFT, the simplest way to put it is actually a digital proof of ownership. It's just that.
Okay.
It's a digital proof that you own this thing or that thing. It's just that.
Okay, so coming back to your plan, so kalau let's say I'm involved in this kalau I'm interested in your NFTs for real estate, what's my end game? Will I have a house at the end of the day, or
okay. So one of our concept is actually when you own the NFT, you own technically a piece of the property.
Okay.
So when we talk about rental yields, dividends, all this, you will get based on how many NFTs that you own.
But I don't own the property.
No, you don't own the property.
Who owns the property?
Our trust company.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, there's a NFT shop in Dubai Mall. If you're interested to know.
Dia nampak.
I heard about it.
Which one is it?
Belum pergi lah.
If you go to Dubai Mall, you go to the Chinatown area.
Oh, Chinatown.
It's just beside the food court.
Bukan, food court dia.
It's the Chinatown area.
Maybe I just add a bit about what is your ownership right in this NFT and real estate. Okay, very simple. We buy the property, right? When we buy the property, okay, usually property owned by one person.
Correct.
Right? But now in NFT concept, this property is owned by the NFT holders. Right? It's just that we are the trustee of the property. Right? then you can buy that block of NFT. Okay, you can be as low as 500 USD. I just give you like a ballpark figure macam as low as 500 USD per NFT that you can own that property. What you gain? You will gain from the rental income of that property. So let's say I buy a apartment. Apartment I rent out to Hairul. Hairul pay me every month 10,000.
Yeah.
Right. So that money actually spread across everyone.
Everybody.
Okay.
Right. If you have 10 NFT, you times 10 of the multiplier of the rental yield lah of that month.
Okay.
Faham.
Right.
Kita minta ni lah code
Of course lah.
untuk discount.
Nanti next time kita kasih promo code.
Kita ada promo
Kita ada
code,
pre-sales launch and the actual sale launch. So that will happen when
Okay,
we
interesting
finalize.
concept, something
Yeah.
different.
So-
But I think that concept, there's a company here that's doing it, but it's based on actual real estate.
Yeah,
You
we
can-
actually
yeah.
based on actual real estate.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Number one, we have to make on as a Sharia compliant. Sharia compliant means the asset is a physical asset that we can trade. That is number one. Okay, and the money that you make, the profit is actually from the asset.
Okay.
There's no interest, no nothing. But the other concept you need to look at is I can own multiple property around the world without investing high capital investment.
Right.
Right. And of course, your second revenue income will be your capital gain. So when we start to sell off this property, of course, there are certain property we don't sell, we have to hold. Certain property we can sell, we will sell.
Okay.
So when we sell, we make money, right? So that profit same across the area, divided to all the NFT holders.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Interesting
ni
Kalau kita ada duit
Kau
extra,
close
kita
sikit.
boleh buat.
Kau close sikit, aku close sikit lah. Try.
Kalau aku tak suka dia macam mana?
Jual rumah kan kita split lah.
Okay, alright guys, thank you very much. I think kita pun dah almost time to end the show.
This is I think very good Okay, actually, to be honest, I don't have any expectations from our collaboration because we are practically the three of us and the two of you. We are strangers. We only got to know about 2 hours ago. Diorang datang sama aku, kita makan, kita berbual-bual, and then after that, there's a lot of progress as we talk during
Betul.
this recording.
And I think things branch out. I think there's a lot of things that we can start to understand from each other, learn something new as well.
Yeah.
Again, hope you guys have a good stay in Dubai for the remaining 5 days. If you need help, Azmi, us as well. So feel free to reach out. I think you'll be well taken care of by Hairul on Thursday. I tak tahu mana dia nak bawa kau. Selamat lah korang. Okay. And again, really hope that insyaAllah your aspiration to be in Dubai becomes reality, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah, insyaAllah. Aku doakan lah. Anyway, we are no longer strangers. We are friends now.
Yep.
Yes.
Right? To the Golden Nuggets and from us, Tumpuk-Tumpuk Teh Unta, we are now friends, guys.
Yeah.
To all our audience, we are friends. Okay?
Yes.
Jom sampai.
Nak kena salam ya? Salam. Okay. Ambil berkat.
Kita kena buat gini.
Masuk diri lah.
Masuk diri lah.
Tak apa. Okay. Alright. Any last words? Anything to shout out to anyone kat Singapore ke? Pasal korang nak balik Singapore, so shout out lah sikit. Jadi balik, shout out lah.
Shout out to my mom and my dad.
Please to mom and dad, please.
Shout out to my family, my daughter. My daughter very interesting. The hari tu when I want to go out, he say, "Hey, I'm happy that you are not around the next 5 days."
Okay.
After that, she call me, she nangis. I miss you. So shout out to my daughters.
Okay.
Shout out.
Bapak masuk TV.
TV ya.
TV
ya.
Okay guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thanks.